It was a quiet Saturday afternoon when it all unraveled. Sunlight filtered lazily through the dusty window of the garage as I rummaged through the inside of my wife's car, just trying to find the charger she always claimed lived in the glove box. I sifted through clutter, old receipts, napkins, a half-finished mint pack. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But then, beneath the passenger seat, something caught my eye. A used condom. For a few seconds, I couldn't move. My brain refused to register what I was seeing. I told myself it must have been a mistake. Maybe it wasn't hers. Maybe... No, I couldn't even finish the thought. My hand shook as I grabbed a tissue and picked it up, holding it away from me like it was toxic. Julie and I had been married 6 years. She was the one person I thought I could always count on. My best friend. The one who could calm me with a smile or make the world feel lighter with a single touch. But in that moment, it was like the floor dropped beneath me. Couldn't breathe. My heart slammed against my ribs. My mouth went dry. I didn't go upstairs right away. She was probably lounging in bed, phone in hand, watching reels or texting her friends about brunch plans. I headed to the kitchen instead, grabbed a glass of water, trying to keep from breaking apart. But my thoughts were spiraling. The late-night meetings. The text notifications she'd swipe away the second I entered the room. The lacy underwear I'd never seen her wear for me. The puzzle pieces snapped together with a cruel click. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at the tissue-wrapped evidence. My hands were trembling, not from grief, but from pure betrayal. When Julie finally came down the stairs, I'd already made my decision. "Hey, love," she chirped, opening the fridge and grabbing a bottle of water, completely unaware of the storm waiting for her. "You look like you've seen a ghost." I stared at her, really stared. She looked so ordinary in her messy bun and worn college hoodie. So casual. So normal. It made my skin crawl. "We need to talk," I said, voice low, fists clenched under the table. She turned, puzzled but not alarmed. "What's going on?" I pointed toward the counter. Her eyes followed my hand. When she saw the tissue, I caught it. That flicker of fear in her eyes, the subtle twitch in her expression before she masked it behind a confused frown. "What is that?" Her voice went up slightly, forced curiosity playing on her lips. "You tell me," I replied. "Found it in your car." Her grip tightened around the bottle. She hesitated, searching for an excuse. I don't know. Maybe it's..." "Don't," I snapped. "Don't stand there and lie to my face. I'm not an idiot, Julie. I've ignored the signs long enough. But this is the end." She paled, taking a step back. "It's not what you think," she whispered. I let out a sharp, bitter laugh. "Then what is it, Julie? Because from where I'm standing, it's pretty damn obvious." She tried reaching for me, but I backed away. Her touch made my skin crawl. "Who is he?" I asked coldly. "How long has this been happening?" Tears brimmed in her eyes, but I was numb. I didn't feel sorrow, just fury. "It was a mistake," she finally muttered. I laughed again, hollow and cutting. "No, Julie. Mistakes are accidental. This was deliberate. You made a choice. And now so have I." I turned my back to her and left the room. I wasn't going to give her the easy way out. She needed to see the damage she'd caused, to sit in the wreckage of the life she tore apart. I went upstairs and began packing. Every item she owned, clothes, shoes, jewelry I'd given her, went into garbage bags. No folding, no care, just tossed in like trash. Then I got to work with something more personal. I printed photos. Our wedding day, the beach trip where she'd cried from laughter, the ultrasound from the baby we'd lost. Memories I once held sacred. I took a red marker and wrote across them, "Liar, homewrecker, you ruined everything." I taped them across the house. Bathroom mirrors, hallway walls, the fridge door, everywhere she'd see. Still not done, I sat at our shared computer. She'd saved her passwords. Her carelessness now served me well. I posted one single message on both her Facebook and Instagram. Just wanted to let everyone know. I've been cheating on my husband for months. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Childish? Maybe. But after everything she'd done, I didn't care. Then I made a call to the people who treated me like family, her parents. They had loved me from the start. Her mother broke into sobs. Her father unleashed a string of curses. They promised they'd confront her. I didn't need sympathy. I just wanted the truth to be known. When Julie returned, she stepped into a home that had been turned into a gallery of destruction. Her jaw dropped. Her eyes darted around, taking in the chaos, the bags, the photos, the notes. "What the hell is all this?" she shrieked. I stood in the center of the living room, arms crossed. "This," I said calmly, "is the result of your choices." She tried pleading, yelling, sobbing. I didn't flinch. I pulled out the divorce papers I'd printed that afternoon and handed them to her. "Sign these, then leave." She stared at me like I was someone she didn't recognize. "You're being heartless," she choked. "No," I said with finality. "Heartless is sneaking around behind the back of the person who would have died for you. This isn't cruelty, Julie. This is consequences." Her hands trembled as she signed. She didn't say another word, just took the bags and left. The silence afterward felt like a breath I'd been holding for years. The house was in shambles. My heart wasn't whole. But for the first time in ages, I felt like I was standing on solid ground. In the weeks that followed, I poured myself into healing. I leaned on friends who stayed up late just to let me vent. I started boxing again, channeling my anger into sweat and bruises. I saw a therapist who helped me piece myself back together. One evening, just as the sky turned gold with the setting sun, a text lit up my phone. "I'm sorry. I was wrong. I hope one day you can forgive me." I stared at it for a long moment. Then I hit delete. Her remorse wasn't mine to carry. I had a life to build, one free of lies and heartbreak. As the sun dipped below the horizon, I felt something unexpected. Peace. Julie was a chapter that had closed. And the next one, that one belonged entirely to me.